I just got back from Washington, D.C. for a lovely wedding, and I also did some fragrance shopping while I was there. So, you know, I gotta talk about the fragrances that I took with me and I wore, and also what I picked up. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Santa Maria here. Yes, I had a great, amazing weekend for a wedding. One of my lovely sorority sisters got married as well. It is the year of love and weddings. For those that are new here, yes, I am an AKA. I'm wearing pink. Hello. So, whenever we have major milestone moments that happen in life, we show up, you know? So it's the whole thing. Last, I always like to share with you all whenever I go on a trip what I wore on the trip. So that's always a lot of fun. As always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I'm in a pink mode, and I decided to go in with my MAC Barbie Style lipstick. Now, this was a limited edition color, but I will, of course, provide alternative colors in the description box for you. Next up, we have fragrance of the day. And fragrance of the day, I told you all I've been missing this one in one of my YouTube shorts / IG reels and things. So if you watch those, then you know. But fragrance of the day is from House of Jo Malone, and this is Velvet Rose and Oud. This one is often slept on, in my opinion. It's from the Cologne Intense line, so it's a little bit richer and thicker, and it lasts longer. And I like it. The name is straight up what it says. It's roses, which is dark roses in my opinion. And there's oud in here. This is a great fragrance to me for those that are new to oud, and I kind of like dip my toe into oud. I'm not quite all the way ready for it yet per se. This is the fragrance for you in my opinion, and especially if you're a rose lover, but you want your rose to be like a nighttime rose. So that's what I went with, you all, and that is Jo Malone's Velvet Rose and Oud. The full dedicated review is already up on the channel, so you can definitely check that out at your own leisure. So as you all know, whenever I travel, I always take my handy dandy travel case with me. This is how I keep my fragrances safe while I'm on a plane. And this time, you all, I also wrap them in socks where I put them down into a sock. So that is a wonderful tip because I'm starting to scratch my bottles up sometimes when I was traveling, because you know they throw your luggage and everything. Bottles can rub next to each other, so that's how they can scratch up. But putting them in socks this time was a total game changer, and I'm like, yes. So I just want to put that pro tip out there because it changed my life. As always, I have to share with you all the travel scent. So this time, the travel scent was from Parfums de Marly, and it was Delina exclusive. I was feeling the whole powdery vanilla with a dash of oud thing with that Delina DNA. I've missed this one for that reason. I've stated before that, of course, the original Delina is my favorite. Just, it is what it is. That one is the most unique. This one to me is like the easiest one to wear, which is why I think in my opinion it's become like the most talked about, everybody's favorite. It is very easy to wear, and it's because of the vanilla in it. Because vanilla is very easy to wear. But alas, hey, I was in the mood for it. And you know, I still have a place for it. It's my second favorite in the Delina family. Gotta give it that. As always, a reminder of the notes. We have top notes of pear, lychee, and grapefruit. Then we have heart notes of Turkish rose, incense, and vetiver. Then we have base notes of vanilla, musk, and Evernoll. So, okay. This one is always a good time. It already has a full dedicated review up on the channel, so definitely check that out if you want more information about it. But yes, this was my airplane scent, and it was rather pleasant to fly in, especially since we had a 6:20 a.m. flight to get to DC. And it was like, woo. The positive though was it was a direct flight, so I would deal. So I wore Delina exclusive all through the day and whatnot while we waited on our hotel room, had breakfast, all of that, and kind of explored a little bit of downtown while we were there. Then of course had to get ready for the evening because we had a welcome event to attend for the bride and groom. Of course, that was the reason why we were in town. They had it at a cool speakeasy type of place, which was super fun because if you walked up to it from the street, it looked like a deli, and then they had to let you in through the secret passageway to get in. So it's like cool. It was so much fun. It was like this great bar once you got in there. And so the attire was to be chic, and of course it's Friday night going out, so I wanted to wear something that was definitely befitting of the holiday season and something I knew would shut it down. So I went in with Amawaja's Overture Woman. Yes, you all, if you saw my holiday party fragrances list, you knew this was coming. Absolutely, this is a holiday party type of fragrance, and of course I'm a woman of my word. I went to a party myself, and y'all, let me tell you something. The number of compliments this scent got. This scent is legendary at this point. I know I haven't had it that long, but this was a certified head turner. And I say that because it was a mix of course, friends and things that I knew from college and whatnot. So all of us know each other, but also it's still a city and people are hanging out and whatnot. So from people I knew as well as strangers, this fragrance got me a ton of compliments that night. And the head of too, he was like, oh, he was like, I love that one. When you wear that one, I really like it. So ever since I got this scent, even when it was just a sample, he was digging it. And so Overture definitely makes the complimented and favorites in the household list. Because yeah, we had a great time that night. But I had to tell you, I'm watching Overture, yes, certified party compliment magnet is what it is. Oh, by the way, refresher on the notes. It has top notes of bergamot, saffron, and apple. Then we have heart notes of benzoin, myrrh, rose, centifolia, geranium, and cinnamon. Then we have base notes of incense, labdanum, leather. Y'all, yes, yes, absolute holiday party approved for sure. I'm gonna watch this over what you want. So now let's get to Saturday. Saturday daytime, went to hang out. We had to get breakfast, also do a little bit of shopping in the city and whatnot. So for my daytime scent for Saturday, I wore Bond No. 9's B9. I've been waiting to break this one out. And the good thing is it was 30 degrees every day in DC. So I could wear all my heavy hitters, as you all can see so far. So happy about wearing B9. B9 was a hit last fall and winter for 2022, so I had to run it back this year. So a refresher of the notes on Bond No. 9's B9. We have notes of citrus, saffron, gardenia. We have jasmine, orchard, agar wood, amber, sandalwood, oak moss, vetiver. Yes. Yes, this the saffron in here especially. I would even say there's a smidget of leather in this scent too. But definitely you smell the oud, but it's a silky oud in my opinion. I like this. It's a rich scent, but it's not too overpowering. It's not too dark, so that's why I can wear it in the daytime. Most importantly, it can handle the cold weather and those wind gusts that were definitely happening while we were walking in DC for sure. So Bond No. 9's B9 was the daytime scent. Now that evening was of course the wedding, the reason for the occasion and the trip. So yes, it was a black tie attired gala, meaning tuxedos and formal floor length gowns. And it was hosted at a museum in DC. So of course I'm like, okay, we're definitely dressing up. Plus I know my girl, once you know her personality, she likes bougie things. So absolutely gotta dress up for that. So the fragrance I wore with my champagne colored gown that I had on, and the head elf, he did a velvet tuxedo jacket. So we just went all the way with the winter theme, holiday theme. And I wore MFK's Oud Satin Mood because I told you all at some point, I said, I'm gonna wear this scent to somebody's holiday party, black tie event or something. So it worked out. I saved it for the December wedding that I knew I had on the agenda. And let me tell you something, Oud Satin Mood is still that girl. She's still that girl. This is absolutely a cold weather scent, and it's actually cold enough to wear it. I was so happy. And it was the perfect occasion when we were really dressed up. I mean, it was beautiful. The venue, the flowers, everything, it was gorgeous. So we have main notes of Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, we have vanilla in here, we got some agar wood, which is the oud, some violet, and we have benzoin in this scent. Y'all, this is so rich and decadent, and it could handle the cold weather. It cut through it, and this was a certified compliment magnet, you all. So many compliments. Yes, by the way, Oud Satin Mood already has a full dedicated review up on my channel, so you can definitely check that out if you're interested. But I always like to tell you all how my fragrances were giving when I'm wearing them in real time when I go to events. But this got a lot of compliments from people I knew to, as well as, again, strangers, because hey, it's a wedding, you know, you blend in friends and family. Got a lot of compliments, and yeah, compliment magnet, cold weather friendly for sure. So highly recommend revisiting this scent. Of course, this scent had a wave like about 2 years ago. This is a scent I still think is amazing. So it wasn't just a trend for me. We're still wearing Oud Satin Mood over here, just saying. So MFK's Oud Satin Mood, you all, was the wedding evening scent that I wore. So you all, we were there for a good time, not a long time. So Sunday morning, we got on up and it was time to head to the airport to get on back to Nashville, right? So of course I had to wear another travel scent, y'all. And my travel scent, I decided to go in a very different direction, a darker direction this time. So I decided to rock out with Kilian's Black Phantom this time. This was another one I was so happy to finally get. Me and Kilian were in a whole relationship this year, and when I do my Kilian ranking video, which will be coming soon, that's gonna be hard, but you know. But alas, Kilian's Black Phantom was my travel scent to come back in. It has keynotes of rum, coffee, and cyanide, which I know is like interesting. There's also sandalwood in here too. This is the coffee note in this scent for me. It's dark and rich, but at the same time, it's still very easy to wear. That's why I was like, I'm gonna put this on to fly back in because I'm just kind of feeling a little dark again. I had on a long coat, my scarf and hair, because again, it was cold. And it was actually gonna be still cold flying back into Nashville. So I was like, let's just go ahead and lean all the way into the darkness here and the moody gray skies that were happening. So we did Kilian's Black Phantom. Very excited about this one. I'm glad I picked it up for fall, and I'm definitely rocking it into the winter winter. Now, bonus fragrance. This was, of course, once you get in from unpacking, getting in back from the airport and all that, I always like to take a shower to wash the airport off of me. That's just how I am. It was let me know, do you do the same? I just be feeling like I gotta get those germs off. So the fragrance I wore following getting back in, taking a bath and all that, I decided to go in with Barbie Goddess, you all, because I wanted something that was easy, chill, because I know it's gonna be lounging around the house a little bit more just after all that traveling and partying, because I was tired. Head off when I was really tired. We had a good time though. So notes, by the way, in Barbie Goddess are, you have lavender, vanilla, cacao, you got some ginger in here, vanilla caviar, and then of course vanilla absolute. So this is a vanilla bomb is what it is. The full dedicated review for Barbie Goddess is already up on the channel, so you can definitely check that out as well. But yeah, this is how I rounded out my Sunday and travel day. So by the way, you all, remember I told you I did some fragrance shopping at the beginning of the video? So let me show y'all what I picked up. So this particular fragrance house had a boutique that was within walking distance of our hotel. So I had to go in. I couldn't resist, you know? And y'all, I ended up getting something from Jo Malone. I know, Jo Malone. Me and Jo Malone have a complicated relationship. As you all know, when I do like something, I do pick it up, which I only own 2 Jo Malone fragrances, well, at least prior to what I'm about to show you, which is, of course, today's fragrance of the day, which is Velvet Rose and Oud, and of course, my favorite, which is Myrrh and Tonka. So, but there's another Jo Malone scent. I have worn it for 2 years. I've gone back and forth about it. I've had samples of it. I'm like, girl, go and get it. Especially now that you're at a boutique and you can get the full Jo Malone experience. So let's get into the bag. So I know I took all the little bows and stuff off because I could not wait. And here is my box. I had amazing service at the boutique. They were super great. And I picked up 2 things. Yes, I know, right? So the first thing I picked up, because I know y'all gonna wanna know, is something I've been saying I was gonna get, and I finally got me a body cream, you all. And this is the Myrrh and Tonka body cream. They had a smaller size, which this is like sold out everywhere and on their website, but they had it in the boutique. So naturally, I told y'all I needed this body cream. I've been saying I'm gonna get it, and I finally got it. So I was like, yay! And for, by the way, this is the 50 ml size of the body cream, which I didn't even know they had for real. I've only seen the giant ones, but no, they have this size. So I was like, yes, I had to get it. I got what I've been wanting for 2 years, and this is Peony and Blush Suede. To me, this scent still smells like a bridal scent to me. And y'all know I'm still in my bridal era, okay, 2023 bride. Definitely in that mode. But I also saw they had the 50 ml size that you could only get at Jo Malone website or their boutique. So when I saw they had it in store, I had to do it. So I picked up Peony and Blush Suede, and they had complimentary bottle engraving at the time. So of course I got my bottle engraved, and why not get something memorable? I got MRS 2023 engraved, and I got my new initials engraved on the top as well. So, you know, just to make it sentimental. It's the last month of 2023. It smells so good. So for those that are wondering, Peony and Blush Suede isn't a new scent. It's been around, but I've been loving this scent. So the notes are very simple in Peony and Blush Suede. You have red apple is the top note. The heart note is peony, and then the base note is suede. Very simple, straight to the point. This is very fresh, feminine. I love the smell of peonies, and this is like the most realistic smelling perfume with peony in it I have ever smelled. This is femininity. Now, technically to me, this is more of a spring scent. So think Mother's Day, Easter, those type of holidays. This is pretty to me. Beautiful. Now, it's probably not gonna last that long because, hey, it is Jo Malone, it's a cologne, but I just like the smell of this and I'm willing to bathe in it, so I did it. Jo Malone's Peony and Blush Suede is the scent memory purchase of this DC trip. And of course, it's not a Jo Malone trip without some samples. And let me tell y'all something. One of these samples, I think I'm gonna end up picking up for spring, summer 2024. I'm gonna see how I still feel about it now that I have a sample to play in at home. But of course, the first sample they gave me was English Pear and Sweet Pea, which is the new one. I told you all in a new fragrances video I did not too long ago that I like this new English Pear and Sweet Pea. The original one, of course, the more common one, the more known one, is the English Pear and Freesia. That one is okay, but to me, this new version, English Pear and Sweet Pea, is much better. So I'm very happy she put a sample of the new one in my bag. Now they have an OG scent they put in there, and this is the Wild Bluebell fragrance. I've seen people talk about this one. I've never played in Wild Bluebell, so I'm actually intrigued. So we'll be talking about that another day. But this last one, I was very interested in. I sprayed it on me in store and I like this. Definitely giving spring going into summer vibes. And the fragrance I'm talking about is Red Hibiscus from the Cologne Intense line. It's recently got a rebrand and a new packaging, but I like the notes in this and it smells really, really good. I like this. Yeah, I'm gonna be planning some more. So if I do get another Jo Malone, it'll most likely be this one right here, the Red Hibiscus fragrance next, or possibly it might be the English Pear and Sweepy. But again, we have samples, so I can really decide if I want these or not. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my edition of what I wore to Washington, D.C. and also what fragrance shopping I did while I was there. We went ahead and did it in one video. Let me know your thoughts on the fragrances I wore. I know a lot of you all were probably following along with me on Instagram because I know a lot of my elves, y'all do watch me over there. If you like to see things in real time, follow me on Instagram for sure. But yeah, let me know what you think. And can you believe it? I got another Jo Malone. I know, right? It's like a whole thing. So let me know your thoughts. And also, what other fragrances from Jo Malone should I check out now that I'm still slowly, slightly dipping my toe into Jo? But alas, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.